Hello everybody and welcome back to Grand Bazaar. It is time once again for Bazaar Day. On a Sunday this time around, and our final one of the season. So let's go out with a bang and sell a whole lot of stuff. You can see that I have plenty of radishes still to sell. As always, that's been a constant in my life for sure. I've also got myself some materials to sell. I have a few bugs that are worth an amount of money. We're keeping on with our eggs. And I also have some fish. I'm going to dump a couple more things into my storage here just to leave myself some room to maybe pick a few things up. And our cow has finally matured. This is news to me. This is the first day that we have an adult cow, which is excellent because that means that we can now milk our cow every single day, and that will give us some profits as well. And from what I remember, you get a decent amount of profit from your cows as well. And that also opens up a lot of possibilities because milk, as you can imagine, is very, very useful in cooking. And we can have another look at our windmill and see what we need to do in order to turn our milk into better products like butter or cheese. And then I guess because I have a little bit of time to kill here, I will finish breaking up my large stack of rocks. I started last night, but I had like 20 in the stack and I just ran out of energy. It was like 3 in the morning and there was no way that I was gonna be able to get back into the bathtub before the day ended, so that will free up another slot for us too. I think that will hopefully give us a good variety at the bazaar today. I still have $40,000 worth of pocket change, and I will water later on in my own time. You can see that I've just planted my final radishes for the season. As long as I keep watering these, they should still come in by the end of the season. There's still a couple of days left, so I'm not overly worried about it. I'll just pick up anything I see along the way. I'm passing up on some of these branches just because they're not very good quality. And instead of arriving very fashionably late like I did last time, I will go early because there is some shopping that I would like to do. And I also have even more radishes than I had last time to pawn off on people. So I'm gonna try the strategy that I tried last bazaar because it seemed to work okay, which was just put out all the radishes and people will buy them. But these guys so far are really not interested. But I guess that's what I get for just selling the same thing for weeks and weeks on end. I'm surprised people even come to my store anymore. But this gives me all day to try and sell stuff. And we will be upgrading our stall really soon. And that will also help us when we have large quantities of items to sell like we do today. We can put out all of our big stacks of items, but it will also give us more freedom to put out more things to kind of offer variety and whatnot. And as we get into fall, we're gonna actually, for once, have a variety of different vegetables to sell. Imagine that. So having a larger counter is going to really help us out a lot. So thankfully we've already sold one stack of radishes. And we still have people coming by. Alright, I've got a little bit of a break, so I'm gonna put out a few things. Still have a few bugs in my inventory that are worth quite a bit of money. And I love that the fact that bugs are worth money because you get them for free. They didn't cost you anything, so it's nice just to hop up and catch something that's worth several $100s. So we're at $30,000, not too shabby. We still got lots and lots of radishes to get rid of. And as I hover over the milk, you can see that a 2.5 star quality is worth $280, which is not too shabby, considering that the eggs are worth significantly less than that, even though they're of higher quality. Now keep in mind that I think our cow cost us something like $6,000 to buy, so it is going to be quite a while before your cow will actually kind of turn you a profit. But if you happen to be able to turn your milk into other things that sell for even more money, then you can max out your profits, of course. But that's also going to help us out a lot, especially if something happens and we don't have a lot of crops to sell for whatever reason. We now have animal products. And we're probably getting to the point where I could buy a sheep soon. Because so far the animals haven't proved too much for me to handle. And wool is something that I can make right away without any additional ingredients like I need for butter and mayonnaise and cheese and whatnot. Alright, let's put out my eggs and get those rolling. Not as busy or as successful so far as our last bazaar, but so far it's not doing too badly. Last time was absolutely insane. We had so many questions, so many people talking to us. I did end up having to give quite a few items away for half price just to get my reputation up. But even with that, we made $75,000, which is pretty damn good if I do say so myself. I'm ringing my bell like crazy, and I'm actually really surprised that Dirk and Antoinette are both just kind of standing there. Took me a lot of bell ringing to get them over. So we're currently past the sales goal, and if we've got $50,000 now with a few hours left in the day, we might even be able to get past the sales that we made last week. $7,000 more and we'll be able to hit 100,000. Come one, come all, please clear me of my radishes. And again, not a huge deal if I don't sell all of these. I will be getting more before the end of the season, but if I don't happen to sell them, they should still stay fresh until the next bazaar. And Antoinette is already gone. I don't think I've ever seen her just hang around for only one question. And then fortunately we got this lady today who will pay double for your item rather than ask for it for free or for half price, like most people do. Grandpa must have died because I don't think I have seen him in a whole month. And I really could have used him this month to come and buy all of my huge stacks of radishes. I'm just gonna give it to Antoinette. That lady paid double for one of them, so I guess that kind of evens things out. Alright, we got a couple hours left, and I have a feeling that we're gonna be able to surpass our numbers that we had last time. If only we can get people over here. The crowd is kind of thinned a little bit. Just gotta ring my bell like a madman and hope people stop by. Thank you, Antoinette. Much appreciated. And I'm glad some people came over from the right side. I never go over to that other side because people seem to come from the town entrance. I never really see people down over on the right side very much, but maybe it's worth me ringing my bell and bringing them over every now and again. Because I did get a little bit of a crowd coming over. And we have just now passed $80,000 in sale. We've passed our first $100,000 in our wallet. We are just doing so insanely well. My god. I told you, radishes are worth it. It's a pain. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of repetitiveness, but it is worth it. Even if I don't sell anything else now, I am very happy. That is more than I thought I would get, and we actually only have one more radish to sell. And in fact, I didn't even put out my fish. I actually forgot. So I guess I should do that and try and sell those by the end of the bazaar because they will turn bad. And I'll be forced to sell them to Raoul, which will make me a bit of money, but just not as much. I was so focused on getting rid of all those radishes that I completely forgot. I mean, it's not really a horrible problem to have, you know? You were doing so well with your sales and making so much money that you forgot to put out your other stuff is not exactly a bad problem to have. But I need to close up shop soon because I have my own shopping to do. I just need someone to buy this last fish, please. Yes, okay. I love that number at the top, $91,910 worth of sales today. And I think that actually far surpasses what I had made in my practice file. And if I had made this much then as I did now, I would have actually gone a little bit more crazy with the spending that I'm about to do. But we are going to just spend our money, but a little bit conservatively, now that we're done selling things. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Wilbur and I'm going to buy a third field for $60,000. Now, I'm doing this because I'm kind of doing a bit of a speed run approach, I guess you could say. I'm wanting to make the bazaar the biggest and the best fairly efficiently as I'm able to. So, of course, I want to add an extra field because that will mean being able to grow more things, get more money, and just expand my empire from there. But don't feel pressured into doing this. If you're playing casually and you're just enjoying yourself and you're just along for the ride, a third field might be completely overwhelming for you. So I'm going to buy a field. If you don't want to buy a field, I might suggest going to Ganon and making your stall bigger, because that is another upgrade that I would like to do sooner than later, and I will probably be doing that at our next bazaar if I'm able to. I'm going to hold off on this for now just because I want to have enough money to buy seeds. $71,000 is a lot, but if I subtract $30,000 from that, I might run into a problem buying seeds for fall. I doubt it, but I think that this upgrade can wait. However, this is the next thing that I'm gonna do. So we will be talking to Ganon the next time. And then finally, I am gonna buy a pot from the cookware stand. I can blow the $10,000 and not have to worry too much about it. And the reason that I want a pot is because I can make Sherry's most favorite gift in the entire world using a pot and a couple of things that we're gonna get in the fall season. Plus, it kind of opens up the possibility of cooking a little bit more, and the cooking festival is in the fall season, so that is something to kind of think about, maybe. I could buy the frying pan as well, but I think I'm just gonna hold off for now. You can see now that I've bought the pot, though, the next thing will come up, which is a seasoning set. So there are more cookware things to buy, which is also something to keep in mind if you're looking to cook more and you're looking to kind of open up your kitchen. And if I had remembered when I was playing this myself, I would have bought the damn brush at this point, but I forgot. So I'm going to leave this behind and I will come back for it later. But this is my reminder to you, buy the brush if you'd like it. And you can afford it because Felix has it. But seeing as how it's been a very long time since I've expanded my storage space, I do have to keep an eye out on my storage. What does storage cost? I forget. 60,000? 20,000? Oh my god, how have I not expanded my storage? That's something to keep in mind. Kind of something I completely forgot all about, and we'll see where we're at come fall. So yeah, wow. Very happy with our bazaar day today. I'm going to go to sleep and hear the results, and then I will probably finish summer on my own and return on the first day of fall, because the first day of fall also happens to be our next bazaar. And I can tell you that nothing happens on your birthday. Absolutely nothing. At least at this point in the game, nothing happens. So the end of summer for me is just finishing up the last bit of radish growing that I have to do and gearing up for fall. So once again, summer's just very dead with a whole lot of nothing to do, and the last week of a season is usually pretty laid back, especially, and has even less to do because you don't have to do as much crop care. So we will see our results to end this video off, and then I will also show you where our third field has gone. I mean, do we even need to go? Like, obviously we need to go, but is there any doubt that we're number one again? I don't mean to sound cocky, but I am just so impressed with myself on how well I've been doing at every single bazaar. Like, with my sales numbers, you would think that the bazaar would have expanded by now because I am outselling everybody. Yeah, 91,000. My god. I knew you'd do it. Yes, thank you. Because I do it every week. Alright, we didn't get the customer service award this time, which is okay. We definitely weren't as busy chatting with people this time around, so I'll let that go. Lloyd can have it. But they can pry my #1 sales position away from my cold dead fingers because at this rate, I think that this trend is going to continue. Or so I hope. Oh, and we get some wool. Hey, that's actually not a horrible prize. Ooh, and we're very close to another bazaar expansion. Ooh, I am very excited to hear that. Alright. So the wool is actually a really good price. The wool is actually a really good price because I can do something with that. And if you want to see where your third field is, it is right above where our second field is. And it's neat because it has its own little watering area and it connects to the top part of your farm here where your animals graze. So you can actually jump to and from. And I also like actually standing on the edge here because it's easier for me to see if there's any forageable goods rather than having to go all the way around this way. So hopefully we will be able to have a few things to sell for fall. It's going to be another situation where we're not going to have access to fall crops just like we did for summer. However, I should still have 2 fields worth of radishes to sell. So I should have 108 radishes to sell. We're now getting milk from our cow. We're getting eggs from our chicken. And then anything else that we come across along the way. We do not have a sheep yet. However, we were given some wool as a prize. And if you have wool, you can immediately bring it over to our second windmill. And you can process it into a ball of wool. And that will give you more money. So that was actually a very good prize because not only would it sell for money on its own, but we can make it work for us. Now, I don't plan to actually do any more videos for the summer, so maybe we should just sort of look at where we're at before this video ends. We'll go and look at some of our statistics. I know that I have a couple days to go, but I probably won't actually sell anything to increase my stats too much, and I doubt, you know, heart levels are going to increase or anything like that, so you can look and see that we have made a total of $414,000 this month, which I think is absolutely incredible. Look at those numbers. Yes, we did have a few weeks where we spent more money than we earned, but I think we made up for that. It evens out a little bit. When you look at the numbers, we definitely have spent less than we've made. So we are definitely in the green. We're doing very well on our ability to balance our books and to make money without spending too much money. And my friendships kind of suffered this month. I did go out and give gifts, I did do my best, but I had to decrease Antoinette's friendship and Freya's also to get their rival heart events. So we've actually gone backwards with Antoinette and Freya. Sherry has propelled forward way more than the other candidates for whatever reason. And even though I've been giving Daisy a gift almost every single day, her hearts haven't moved at all, which is mysterious to me. She must be close to a blue heart. And I've had a gift for every single villager pretty much, except for the couple that I showcased in the gift video that I did earlier in the season. So you can see that most villagers now have some friendship. We're making progress on these guys. So in the years and months to come, I really hope that I will be able to see some of the random events. And I'm also setting myself up to be able to pretty much marry any candidate, because we're befriending everybody in town, which means that we're befriending their friends and their family and anybody that's required for us to befriend in order to marry them. So that's not something that we have to worry about later on, and I'm just gonna keep doing my best to have a gift to give to everybody. And we will definitely catch Antoinette and Freya up. I have gifts that will work for both of them come fall. So I think it was a very, very successful season. I'm very happy with how things turned out, despite the fact that it was very monotonous and extremely lacking in festivals, which is perhaps the most disappointing part for me. I think I've set myself up to have success for the rest of the year. I think we're starting to get our farm going now. We've got a couple of animals, we've got some upgrades, and hopefully now that we've done some upgrades and we're starting to be able to do our work more efficiently, I'll have some fun money to spend on some other things that I want, like another storage expansion. And from here, I hope to just keep growing and get better and better and better. So that is going to be it for me. The next time you'll see me, I will be back for the fall season. And we can get into a whole new season for us to explore, and it'll be nice to get a little bit of change again. So I hope that you have enjoyed. I do apologize that summer was a little bit dull, but hopefully fall will kind of spice things up again and we'll be able to see some nice changes. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time.